I want to invite you. I want to invite you. I want to invite you.
All right, traders, good morning. All right, okay, let's look at the market together. Um, well, let's start with the higher time frame analysis to see that what market is trying to do. And all right, traders, good morning. All right, okay, let's look at the market. Um, already. So market is extremely bullish now. So if you look at it, this is the Monday candle. If you see, this is a Monday low, and now we are after the first initial drop, market just moved back up, and now we have just retested the Friday high, which is basically an all-time high as well. So extremely bullish market. And if you just look at the little lower time frame, which is the 60 minutes, let's start with the 60 minutes. So we can see clearly on the 60-minute chart that we are gapping up above the yesterday close, and we are basically in this zone. So right, so if you ask me the question that is market extended, yes. um, should we look for a reversals? Answer is no, because market doesn't show you that. Market is tightly consolidating over the highs. It doesn't market wants to pull back? No. Does the market wants to make the new move higher? No. So it's just likely be the uh, trading ranges, the way the market is now behaving, and we need to be extremely cautious on trading those markets, because these markets are really hard. So look at this here. If I just go on a just a smaller time frame, and let's just look at the 5-minute chart, and you're gonna see here. So if we just go to 5-minute chart, and just if we go the yesterday price action, we can see that, and I explained into my yesterday market close recap as well, that look at here. So this is the opening. Look at it, how tight consolidation we had. We had a one momentum trade, which is basically lasted 20 minutes, right? And then we just have, uh, grind up. And this grind up basically um, did not even end until this morning. So if you go back and look at my yesterday closing, and I mentioned that the way the market is grinding on this wedge, this could be a two things can appear after this point. It could go down or it can go up. And there's a 50-50% probability of doing it. So we don't have any edge. But given we know that the market is an uptrend and extremely strong, there's a high probability of having this. But given we have an extended on the other hand, so we don't know whether market may follow this trend rather than the Friday trend. But market chose to follow the higher time frame uh, trend, and we saw our upside, a big bull bar, and then pullback above, range above, right? So very strong move. And now we are um, here right now. So we are way above the yesterday close. So those who have shorted on the close yesterday, thinking about the next move coming down, they are underwater. Those who have bought either the Sunday lows or the Monday lows, uh, or even the Monday high, even the close of Monday, they will be in a profit. So we need to see and learn that who is making more profit, whether the sellers are making profit or buyers are making profit. So longs are making profit here. So there is no reason for us to unnecessarily be short biased. Yes, we have a short term biasness in our mind. Given we have a very big run up, we look for the pullback, but not necessarily that after a big you know trend, we always need to get a deeper pullback. It's possible that there will be two scenarios. Let's look at it. So first scenario in my mind is that market has a big 2 weeks of run up. One scenario is that people think that is at least need to pull back 30 to 40% before it's make the new leg up, right? That's the one scenario in a mindset, because market always need to pull back, cannot go straight up. Other scenario in our mind is that market just move here and just consolidate for few weeks or maybe few days, and then maybe come down and move back up, or directly straight move back up. So 2 and 3 can both are possible, and those who are trying to short early, they're just going to get so many paper cut that they have not much room for them to trade or make money when the move really happens. So I still think that as far as we are above, let's look at the daily. So let's look at the daily for us to understand. Here you go. So if you look at the daily, um, so um, as far as we are above 26,000, right, which is very far, right? Even even with this, with this basically a Thursday low, right, in the 1, 2, 3, 4 bar, right? As far as we are within this bar, we should not looking for the shorts, because there might not be a momentum shorts here. The shorts only going to come if we see a big drop first, right? And then in the momentum, if you can capture that piece, that's the only way you can do it, because a lot of buyers are waiting on the sideline. For them, the market has moved a lot, so they're just waiting for a pullback, and there is no pullback. And there are a lot of money sitting on the sideline just to get in the market. And that's why we see that even market just move a little bit, the buyers comes in immediately. So um, as far as we are above the Thursday ranges, which is basically 26,400, it's really hard for us to think of as a deeper pullback. Any question, guys? All right, let's look at the ES now. Same thing on the ES. There's nothing different. Uh, you know, we just try to make the new high uh, in the pre-market. I think we just shy away. If you look at the little smaller time frame, we can see. Um, in fact, yeah. So all-time high is here, and we were just a little bit shy away from it to making a new high in the pre-market. Right now, we're pulling back down, closing the gap in the pre-market. If you see here, um, and the pre-market low is on 7155. So if we come down below this, then we're going to go back into our Monday ranges. You can see here, this is where 4 o'clock closed. So still we have a gap up, um, and this is the Friday close. So we are still above the Friday close. We still have a gap here. If I mark here, this is basically the gap. So very strong. Let's see that can it try, and then in the momentum it comes down and retest the pre-market low, or it's stay above the Friday and does the low. All right, let's see that how we are planned to trade. So given it is really strong, um, if market opens somewhere here on 26,860, there's a possibility that we're going to see the high retest of the pre-market high, and I think that's where I will go long if market opens somewhere here. And if market somewhere open um, you know under the Friday low, which is trying to do now, just turn red and open somewhere here and doesn't show any strong upside move, then we can look for again the yesterday low retest. Um, so these are the two scenarios in my mind I can play with. Um, so either the either the upside above 26,860 for the long trade, or uh, a failure of pre-market low and the retest of yesterday low. I think these are two scenarios in my mind to play. But if we stay between these two ranges, I think we can avoid those trades because it's just not going to uh, help us to make any money. Yeah, guys, feel free to leave the comments, and if you have any questions, please and say hello into the chat. Um, but this market is really about patience. So it's really about patience. So make sure that don't um, uh, rush. don't rush into trading, um, because the reason is being the market is slow. Yeah, Brandon, I do trade with the DOM, but given the market has really a strong momentum, I'm not really using it in the last few days. But when market is in the ranges, I like to follow the price action, and look for high interest areas uh, in the book map. But if you are starting out as a new trader, I would advise you to stay focused on just on the price action, because DOM has a lot of information, and it's very easy for you to get distracted and do unnecessary trades. Then uh, then doing a good trading using a book map. Because how do you trade, Brandon? So look at it. So here, market is, let's see, let's pushing it down here. Look at this one. Market has just a little push down below the Friday low, Friday close, um, but still in the momentum. So that's why I was telling you guys that um, market has created a lot of support and a lot of momentum and a lot of energy. Don't try to short this market unless we see a clear weakness in the market. And right now, I do not see any weaknesses in the market. Um, this market, if you try to short and try to stay short for long, is going to reverse back, and there's a high possibility that you're going to lose money. Yeah. So I'm not sure that how what kind of indicators do you use? What kind of indicators do you use? See, this is the, let me just mark it. This area is important. So if we started going below this area, uh, this means that we are going back into the yesterday range. So, and if we stay above this, it's mean that we are going back into the Friday range. So right now, this is a battleground that where would be the market wanted to push the price up. My plan is that if market opens somewhere here, I look for upside move, the retest of the pre-market high. And if we open weak, I need to see whether market wants to push down and break this level. And if it doesn't break this level and stay within this area, then I would not be trading any, I will not be taking any trade unless, so no trade zone, this is the one. Unless market start moving back up, then I will take, or market moving down, then I will take. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that the indicators then the price actions are not the indicators. Price action is itself is a science. So good. So yeah. So follow the price action. I follow price action. Price actions are important, um, and trends are important. I think that is sufficient if you just focus on the candle reading and trying to understand the behavior and who is more strong, whether the bulls are strong or bears are strong, and where are the key levels. I think that's where the where you can find the good trades. So um, so, so this would be one trading zone, and this would be another trading zone. Um, so for those who wants to trade and just mark those levels, market this is a trade zone and this is a trade zone. I would not like to take any trade between these two ranges. Yes, Brendan. Yeah, yes, Brendan. I do trade for a living. Yeah, I usually trade between 9:30 to 10:30 or 11 maximum. Rarely take afternoon trades if I see any setups which likely be building on the afternoon. Then I'll take it. But I usually um scalp or trade between these 2 hours. See, market is trying to come back down here. Right now we are below the Friday close. Basically, this was a very strong move. You know, slow grinding market makers just buying every dip. Look at this. Every dip was bought back. Okay, every dip was bought back until the 7 o'clock. So after 7 o'clock, now they are selling every top. So flow has just changed. So it seems to me that there might have a possibility that we're going to see a retest of yesterday low. This area is possible. Look at the way the flow is coming now. So yesterday every dip was bought back. Now every spike up is selling off. But we are very close to the support area here of 26,800. So we are in a very tiny 100-point range at this point. So I basically use the Ninja Traders for future execution, and they have, I think, the $21 subscription for the charts for level one, and then you can use the level two on the DOM. But to be very honest, if you're starting out, you do not need to spend extensive money. Uh, you can you can either use a prop firm account. You're gonna get the free data, or if you're using your own account, you can buy you can open the account on the Ninja Traders, um, and subscribe. I think this is a 15 or 21, something like that, dollars for monthly subscription. Futures are simple. Does it answer your question, Brandon? So it's pushing down, a lot of buying pressure coming in on the bottom here, and this is the Friday close. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just grab some breakfast. So market is slow, consolidating. Don't try to rush the market open. As explained in the last, even in the yesterday recap, that it's just a bit hard to trade these days as market is changing its pace, significantly in each session. Sometimes market just goes so fast, sometimes just gets so slow, and it's really hard to, you know, um, really comprehend the pace of the market. Look at the last week price action, so fast. Look at the week before. Just look at the yesterday price action, so slow. So market is just continuously changing its pace. So another leg down now. It seems like a profit taking going on here right now, from the people who were buying yesterday, the whole Asia session.
Order filled.
So what you do, Brandon? Um, I usually do not trade in the pre-market, but I just went long here to see if we can get the pullback all the way to 26,840. A very small size. I went long here to see if we can get something here, either here. I'm sorry. I will take the profit anywhere here. Either the retest of this or the full close. I will do it if it's retest 26,840. But if it's going to breach this trend line and this candle close red or bearish, then I will just stop out. Still have a 2 minutes to close this candle. So this should be the profit target area. Unless if it's close bearish, then I will stop out. Okay, it seems to me that it's turning close. I'm going to stop out here. Still the 1 minute left. I'm only 10 points down here. Okay, I'm 10 back green again. I'm still waiting to see that how this candle closes. Because if this candle closes green, then I will be fine. So now I turn green onto my trade.
Order filled.
Still have 20 seconds. See how this candle closes. Okay, I don't like the way this candle closing it. I'm likely gonna stop out here. 10 more seconds. Okay, it didn't close below the, look at this immediate buying happening. So I'm good. I'm green again on this trade. I just want this to retest here on top or it go all the way to 26,840. Okay, very green right now on the trade. Our entry is 0.6. Right now we have 12, 6 points in. I want to see if we can retest 26, 20, 26,820 area. Ideally this partial and this partial and then completely out here. Very strong candle. Let's see how does it end. Very good. Pushing higher. Very good. Very good. Oh, very
Order
strong.
canceled.
Very strong. Okay. We are very good in the very good trade. Let's see if we can get it. This, yeah. Now I'm going to put onto my break even. So I'm not going to lose on this trade. So my first target would be 26,870. I'll just put the limit orders there.
Order submitted.
So I'm going to take my first profit above 26,820, the second profit 35, and then last profit will be 40. So yeah, but if it's going to close below this 26,812, then I will just stop out. So far it's doing good. I think it's behaving really well. So if you look at the 1 minute, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So if you're going to look at the 1 minute, look at this beautiful bull flags here. So there's a high possibility we're going to get this move first, break of 26,820, and we're going to get this. I think we can get it. We have a smaller channel coming in here, but we need to break this channel first. If we cannot break this channel, then we're going to back down here. And I said that I'm going to stop under 26,890. I will just close at the break even and just take some change. But if it's going to break out here, then I will just hold it. Okay, so it's breaking out. No, failing. Let's see how does it end. Still have some time. 34 seconds before this candle closes. 15 more seconds. Let's see. Okay, good. I think it's trying really hard to break out. Here you go. Breakout is happening. Breakout is really happening. Okay, look at this very nice bull flag. I think there's a chance that it's going to break out here. But this trend line is definitely be a resistance. But if it fails here, then I'm going to, stop at under the 26810 because it's time. There are 15 minutes remaining to open the market. I just don't want it to take the trade closer to the market because market may start doing the random actions. Anyone took the trade with me?
Order canceled.
All right, I stopped out. so market has created the another channel within the channel. See, still positive. It's still can break out, and if it's breakout, then definitely the targets which we expecting is going to. But given I usually don't like to trade pre-market, and then given the 9:15, I just don't want to take the unnecessary risk. So if it's going to break out here, which seems like likely going to break out, then there's a high possibility it's going to go on those targets. Guys, appreciate if you guys watching it, if you give a thumbs up, and feel free to ask the questions if you have. I'll try my best to answer you and help you out. All right, here you go. The breakout is coming in. See, breakout is coming in. I think if it's going to hold, if it's going to close, strong above this trend line, then we're gonna get this target. But it has to close strong green, because see, there are a couple of attempts happen here. Attempt 1, 2, 3, and this is the fifth attempt. But the question is that this candle needs to close strong above this in order for if you want to thinking to take a breakout trade, then you can take a trade. I don't want to take this trade, but if you want to go long and looking for those targets, then it has to close very strong. Right. There's another attempt here. Look at this. But it's important. So if you want to take that idea which I was talking about, it has to close above with a strong candle. If it doesn't, close above this, then is getting range. But you look at that, the range is getting lower and lower and lower, right? So, but it can still, drag all the way to this green dash line. Um, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to take those low quality trades. At that time when I took this long here, I was hoping that this channel is going to break out and go all the way to the bigger channel. And it tried 2 good attempts, but then when it make this flag here in these two candles here. If you look at these three, I was hoping the next candle would be like this. So the given we saw a bear candle here, I stopped out, and now we are in the box. So this box is, not really helpful unless we're going to see a strong momentum up. Okay, see this candle is trying to break out above the trend line. Let's see how does it disclose. There's another attempt. So if you count attempts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, 8th, and if you look at this is the 9th attempt, and it's just keep failing. And one time, the buyers may exhaust, and then the sellers would overwhelm, and you're gonna see a big bear bar. Um, or the buyers can absorb all the sellers and you see a momentum. Given the market open time, I just don't want to take that risk, and because this is a 50-50 chances going in either direction. Let's just remove this, getting ready for the market open. You can see I just made the $21 on this trade, very small size. Few more minutes. I'm just gonna take a quick break before we jump back to the trading. If any questions, okay, here you go. See, look at this one. If you look at this chart, um, it tried to had a bear leg, retested those trend line which we have drew, and again move back up. So it's right kind of a range right now. Feel free to raise any questions if you have, and then I'll be back in a few seconds. All right, guys. All right, guys. Good luck. Market is about to open in 1 minute, and remember, the trading is hard. This stream is for educational purposes. All right, look at this one. The first candle was upside of 26,840. That's exactly the target we were expecting to have it. So let's see what next coming in. Right now we are just below the Friday close. Okay, we are closing the gap here. The first move is down. We're closing the gap here. As we open the gap up, we're below the pre-market low. This is the Thursday. This is the Monday close here. Okay. So right now, I think this is the worst range could it be. So look at this. Right now we are between the 50-point range between the Friday close and Thursday close. So it's definitely profit taking happening. Those who have bought yesterday low, they just might be buying it. They just might be taking a profit. This is the very two strong bear candles at the opening. See if it's gonna break this low, the Monday close. There are possibility that we're gonna go back and retest the yesterday low as well. So that's why I was thinking the scenario number one would be the retest of the Friday high, or the other scenario would be to retest of yesterday low. So right now, let's see what happened here. The way we had a very big red bar under the pre-market low, there is more likelihood going to retest this Monday or yesterday low. So I'm gonna look for the downside trades. Let's see if we can get some um, low risk trade here. Right now the candle size is really big, so I don't want to chase those. Yeah, this is continuation. I think it's a nice bear momentum. This is the yesterday close. I'm looking for a short side trade. But this is really a big 5-minute bar and very close to the support area, which was yesterday close. We have a good chance. We have almost 20-point risk here if we go short. I'm planning the short side trade here. I'm gonna plan the short side trade here. If you're gonna break under this low under 26,740, it would be good if you're gonna get a little bounce here, and then we can get entry somewhere close to 26,780. So no trades yet. I'm looking to see if we can break this trend line to get a short side trade.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm in the trade right now.
Order filled.
I'm in the short.
Order filled. Stop filled.
My stop loss would be above this bar, which is 26,770. This still in the trade. Oh, I just noticed that it's spiked and then it took my stop loss here. Okay, I'll re-enter it on this bounce. I think there's nothing wrong in this trade at this point. It's still the short trade here. I'm not sure that why it stopped me out here. As far as is below this trade should be fine. I will re-enter on this trade.
Order filled.
I think it's getting a support from here. Okay, good. I think that's good. We want this to go and retest at least 26,700 area, which is close to a 40 points target here. Okay, good. 126,700 target. Still the 25 seconds left in closing this 5-minute candle and also a 1-minute candle. This is spike back up again. It's not a good candle. Two times we had a buying pressure here.
Order filled.
It's not able to break 26,720. I'm not sure why. Come on. A lot of buying pressure again here.
Order cancelled.
Okay, I'm just take a small
Order
stop.
filled.
I think this is not going here. We'll plan another trade. It's just too much. Let's wait for another bounce here. Uh, this is just the, you know, holding this nicely on this box right at this point. We'll plan in the next 10 minutes another trade. Man, I still feel that this is we're gonna see a big here, high possibility of the downside move and retesting this. But market might want to consolidate a little bit here, and it is fine. If it's going to consolidate, we can wait for the consolidation. We still have a lot of room. Even if it's break here on 26,720, we can then take the trade under the lows. At this point, it's definitely making the lower highs. If you can look at it, um, kind of a triangle right now, a small triangle forming here. So definitely the yesterday close is a big support here. Um, it doesn't want it to go below that at this point. We'll see. We'll reevaluate. So see, as I was saying that there's a buying pressure coming in under the close. Look at this one. So they're not worth taking a short at this point. Okay, it's rejected that. Let's see if we can break down under this lows. I'm gonna take the trade. I'm just gonna wait. Still 3 minutes remaining in closing this.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order cancelled.
I took a one gold trade long. Oh, don't reject. Come on. I took a gold trade long here on 48.10. But it's rejected the yesterday low area. I wanted to see it's breaking out from that area. It's not. I'm just gonna take the. Okay, that's good. Okay, market is making the next move on the upside, retesting the pre-market high. I want NQ to give a little bit more room. It's still in the range. So I'm trading with the. So I'm trading the MGC here. still rejecting that high. 4812 area. This is the third rejection. If it's going to break 4808, I'm just going to stop it.
Order filled.
I'm just going to take this. It's just rejecting this high here. I will retry again if it's going to break the upside. NQ is not doing anything. It's in the channel right now. If you look at it here, uh, it's just in the channel right now. There's a high possibility it's just going to stop us out. ES is above the even Friday low, Friday close. So ES is definitely strong.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
NQ is breaking out over the pre-market high. We're still in the pretty tight range of the 20-40 points. I'm not really liking it. I rather like the GC. I took the gold trade again. It is the bigger range in breaking out. This is another rejection came in on the gold. It's just unbelievable the way it's So complete reversal in the market in NQ. And at the this is very small tight range. I'm not really interested in.
Order filled.
I definitely have a losing trade on GC, two losing trade, one GC, one NQ. I mean, it was a good trade on the GC side. It's just that the two times rejections came in. Maybe we'll retry again. I guess this is the maybe we're gonna find a reversal trade here. All right, let's wait for the NQ to build up a new trade here. NQ is now retesting the Friday close. The question is this making a double top here? Um, it's 2 minutes before 10 o'clock. Very strong bullish candle. I'll close it. Wow. Okay. The question is this the double top here? See, my ES is really strong. Let's see if we can get the pullback here. I'm waiting to see that what's going to happen here. Is this the exhaustion going to happen here, or market is wanted to go back and retest the pre-market high? Because this is the range day, it's just a little bit more complicated than that. I already have a two losing trades, so I just don't want to take unnecessary trades here. Exactly a 15 minutes really strong bullish candle. It's breaking out here now.
Order filled.
It's just a little rejection. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Push up. Come on, 7 more seconds. Here you go.
Stop filled.
very nice upside channel here. The problem what I had facing is that the the all-time high. So market definitely went best, went fast to retest yesterday close, breakdown fail with the new high, and retested the close to all-time high as well. Now the question is, I'm just this is might be the problem here. Another bull flag on a 5 minute.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Good point. I think this 25 points.
Order filled.
Partial here. Almost 30 points.
Stop filled.
I'm gonna re-add later on this trade. It's a good trade here. If I get a bounce here, I'm gonna take another trade here on the short side. It's 3 minutes remaining on this, 5 minutes to close. Still the way above the moving averages.
Order submitted. Order submit. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I think pre-market low could be the retest here. A little bit more, 620. No, 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 not. Don't reverse now. Don't reverse now. 620. Give me below 620. Please give me the retest of 600. analyst is going to grab the liquidity and then flushes down and retest pre-market low. Come on, no, it's pulling back. Didn't like this one. Fail here. It's holding the highs. Didn't like this price action. I need to take a stop loss here. The new 5 minutes is bouncing. There you go. Okay. I just really want this to sell off under the and retest pre-market low. Come on, no bounce, fail here. A lot of levels here. See, this was a power support as well. This could be the fake breakdown and then turning back into the real direction. I think it's getting really strong on the upside. If it's gonna break 42, I need to stop out. Okay, it's going over on. It's failing, just still in the trade. Let me just put the hard stop loss here. Okay, put the hard stop loss here. Let's see. It's still in the red. I was so deep in the green on this trade, and this trade is just pain. It's 10:28. 2 minutes before the 10:30, I think it's going to stop me out here.
Stop filled.
Oh, it's just grabbed the liquidity and pushes down. This second time happening with me. Okay, I'm re-entering it.
Order filled.
I think it was just a trap. I wish I've not brought the stop loss right now. It's just holding it at that level. Just a bizarre price action.
Order cancelled.
Yeah, it's not breaking down this level at this point.
Order filled.
I'll just take a small loss on my funded trade. I mean, it was really good trade. I was almost up $400-500, but it made the double bottom here, and that's what I was felt like it might be that market just doesn't want to go further down, and this this is the Friday close area. I was in my plan was that it's gonna retest the pre-market low. To be honest, still, but right now it's no more short here. Look at this, this is a bullish pattern. I'll take a small loss onto my funded account, $163. That's it. Okay. You know, not every day is a good trading day, so that's fine. How was your trading going? It's still rejection. It's still on the sideways range here. But it's just too congested.